ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यम् भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषम् पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिम्। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनशम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Let us read the sutras. अथातो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा जन्माद्यस्य यतः शास्त्रयोनित्वात् तत्तु समन्वयात् ईक्षतेः न शब्दम् ईक्षतेर्ना शब्दम्। Let us read one line, one page. Page 106. Fourth line. यत् पुनरुक्तम् ब्रह्मणोऽपि न मुख्यम् सर्वज्ञत्वम् उपपद्यते नित्यज्ञानक्रियत्वे ज्ञानक्रियां प्रति स्वातन्त्र असंभवात् इति अत्रोच्यते। इदं तावद् भवान् प्रष्टव्यः कथं नित्यज्ञानक्रियत्वे सर्वज्ञत्व हानिरिति यस्य हि सर्वविषय अवभासनक्षमं ज्ञानम् नित्यमस्ति सः असर्वज्ञ इति विप्रतिषिद्धम्। अनित्यत्वे हि ज्ञानस्य कदाचित् जानाति कदाचित् न जानाति इति असर्वज्ञत्वम् अपि स्यात्। न असौ ज्ञाननित्यत्वे दोषो अस्ति। ज्ञाननित्यत्वे ज्ञानविषयः स्वातन्त्र्यव्यपदेशः नोपपद्यते इति चेत् न प्रततौष्णप्रकाशे अपि सवितरी दहति प्रकाशयति इति स्वातन्त्र्यव्यपदेशदर्शनात्। ननु सवितुः दाह्यप्रकाशसंयोगे सति दहति प्रकाशयति इति व्यपदेशः स्यात्। न तु ब्रह्मणः प्रागुत्पत्तेः ज्ञानकर्मसंयोगोऽस्तीति विषमो दृष्टान्तः। न असत्यपि कर्मणि सविता प्रकाशते इति कर्तृत्वव्यपदेशदर्शनात्। एवम् असति अपि ज्ञानकर्मणि ब्रह्मणः तदैक्षत इति कर्तृत्वव्यपदेश उपपत्तेः न वैषम्यम् कर्मापेक्षायां तु ब्रह्मणि ईक्षतृत्व श्रुतयः सुतराम् उपपन्नाः। किं पुनः तत्कर्म यत्प्रागुत्पत्तेः ईश्वरज्ञानस्य विषयो भवतीति तत्त्वान्यत्वाभ्याम् अनिर्वचनीये नामरूपे अव्याकृते व्याचिकीर्षिते इति ब्रूमः। यत्प्रसिद्धाधि योगिनामपि अतीतानगतविषयम् मोक्षं ज्ञानम् इच्छन्ति योगशास्त्रविदः किमु वक्तव्यम् तस्य नित्यसिद्धस्य ईश्वरस्य सृष्टिस्थिति संवृत्ति विषयम् नित्यज्ञानं भवतीति तदपि उक्तं प्रागुत्पत्तेः ब्रह्मणः शरीरादिसम्बन्धम् अन्तरेण ईक्षितृत्वम् अनुपपन्नम् इति न तच्च उद्यमवतरति सवितृप्रकाशवद् ब्रह्मणः ज्ञानस्वरूप नित्यत्वे ज्ञानसाधनपेक्षानुपपत्तेः अपि च अविद्यादिमतः संसारिणः शरीरादि अपेक्षा ज्ञानोत्पत्तिः स्यात् न ज्ञान प्रतिबंध कारण रहितस्य ईश्वरस्य मंत्रौ चेमावीश्वरस्य शरीरादि अनपेक्षताम् अनावरणज्ञानतां च दर्शयतः न तस्य कार्यं करणं च विद्यते न तत् समश्चाभ्यधिकश्च दृश्यते परास्य शक्तिर्विविधा एव श्रूयते स्वभावकी ज्ञानबल क्रिया च इति अपाणिपादो जवनो गृहीता पश्यति अचक्षुः स शृणोत्यकर्णः स वेत्ति वेद्यम् न च तस्यस्ति वेत्ता तम् आहुः अग्र्यं पुरुषं महान्तम् इति च ननु नास्ति तावज्ञान प्रतिबंध कारणवान् ईश्वरादन्यः संसारी नान्यतोऽस्ति दृष्टा नान्यतोऽस्ति विज्ञाता इति श्रुतेः तत्र किम् इदमुच्यते संसारिणः शरीरादि अपेक्षा ज्ञानोत्पत्तिनेश्वरस्य इति अत्र उच्यते सत्यं नेश्वरादन्यः संसारी तथापि देहादि संघातोपाधि संबंध इष्यते एव घट करक गिरि गुहादि उपाधि संबंध इव व्योम्नः तत्कृतश्च शब्द प्रत्यय व्यवहारः लोकस्य दृष्टः घटच्छिद्रं करकादिच्छिद्रम् इत्यादि आकाशाव्यतिरेके अपि तत्कृता च आकाशे घटाकाशादि भेद मिथ्या बुद्धिः दृष्टा तथा इह अपि देहादि संघातोपाधि संबंध अविवेककृत ईश्वर संसारी भेद मिथ्या बुद्धिः दृश्यते च आत्मन एव सतो देहादि संघाते अनात्मनि आत्मत्वभिनिवेशः मिथ्या बुद्धि मात्रेण पूर्वेण सती चैवं संसारित्वे देहादि अपेक्षम ईक्षितृत्वम् उपपन्नम् संसारिणः यद्यप्युक्तम् प्रधानस्य अनेकात्मत्वात् मृद् आदिवत् कारणत्व उपपत्तिः न असंहतस्य ब्रह्मण इति तत्प्रधानस्य अशब्दत्वेनैव प्रयुक्तम् यथा तु तर्केणापि ब्रह्मण एव कारणत्वं निर्वोढुम् शक्यते न प्रधानादीनां तथा प्रपञ्चयिष्यति न विलक्षणत्वाद् अस्य इति एवमादिना। You must have understood something what I was studying yesterday. So when Vedanta had objected to Sankhya that in your Purush sambandh with the Prakriti cannot be there, because your Purush is Asang and Prakriti is also different. Then they had objected that in Vedanta also Purush is Asang and still you consider the association of the Purush with the Prakriti. To that point, there were two ways to tell. One was Nirgun way, other was Sagun way. You heard yesterday. The Nirgun way was, they said, the association is because Prakriti is not an entity, is not a substance. It does not have a different existence than the Purush because it is Mithya. Then the other question was raised that if you say like that, then the word like Sarvagya, Kamanam and Ikshanam, all these words are indicating actions. That means you are accepting Vikar. So that Purush is Nirvikar. It has no Karan and it has no Vishaya. How you are putting this point? This was the question raised. That means the Sarvajñatva will be Anitya, because Yat Kriya Rupam Tad Anityam. Whatever is of the nature of action will be Anitya. Because when it is knowing, then it is Sarvajña. After that, if it stops knowing, every Kriya stops. When Kriya stops, then Sarvajñata also will be stopping here. And therefore, it will be Vikari also, it will have no instrument. Then, the example was given from two angles. One angle was said that the word Ikshan is figurative word. Like Agnihi Dahati, Suryaha Prakashayate. If you remember that, I had mentioned that. So there is not, the Agni doesn't do the action of burning. I give the example, magnet pulls. So magnet does not do the action of pulling. In the presence of magnet, the iron filings are pulled. Magnet is not doing any action of pulling. Magnet doesn't know that iron filings are there. Similarly, the sun is not giving light. It is of the nature of light. So therefore, the word Ikshan or Kamanam or Sarvajñam, they are indicating the consciousness nature of the Chetan. Ikshanam word is Gaun, Aupcharik, informal. Formally it has been used. This was the one point. And second way of telling is there, that Ikshan word will be Mukhya if you say that Sa Tat Ikshat, if you say Tat for Ikshwar. When you say Maya Upadik Brahman, then you can say that yes, Ikshan is now Mukhya word. Ishwar is Sarvajña, Ishwar is Kamanam, having Kamna. This we had seen yesterday. So Maya Vashad Brahma or Maya Vashad Brahmani Ikshatratvam Mukhyata Prayogata. And Brahmana Ikshatratvam is figurative. I am not saying Brahman is figurative. Don't miss these words. Yesterday in the room I also cleared it. Ikshan word is figurative and Ikshan word is mean. In the case of Brahman, first Ikshan word is mean, which Shankaracharya ji will say. And when we use the word Ishwar, then Ikshan word with regards to Ishwar will be Mukhya. It is not figurative. This is the point which we had seen. Okay. So the Maya, please understand this. I have seen people asking some questions like this after 10, 15, 20 years of Vedantic study. Their question is how Ikshan happened when Antakaran was not there. Drishta is seeing. See, those words are there. Drishta is seeing. So Drishta is seeing, and therefore Drishta is seeing something. Because these are all the, when I say Drishta is seeing the Drishya, It does not mean Atma is seeing like the bulb is seeing or my eyes are seeing the person in front of me. Consciousness does not see anything like that. Neither consciousness is knowing everything. These words, be very careful when we use it. Like we say this person is detached with everybody. It's not like this the consciousness is detached. When I say this person is detached with everybody, so he sees everybody and he says, that I have no connection with anybody. It's not like that he is detached. In his detachment is Advait Roop, that there is nothing else for him and therefore the detachment is his nature and not an action. And here is where Maya comes to play. What does Maya do? Maya does that which is not logically possible, but it is seen. The Purush and Prakriti cannot combine. There is no possibility of Purush and Prakriti combining in Vedanta also. But but I see myself that I am seeing that I feel happy, I feel sad. You saw Maya, na? When you see yourself happy and sad, although you cannot prove yourself happy and sad, this is where the role of Maya is there, where something is not, what do you say? There is no sambhavana, but there is a bhavana. There is no sambhavana. Sambhavana means possibility. But bhavana is there. There is nothing called shape. Shape does not exist. If I say, give me the shape, you can never give me the shape. Shape is the one which is not at all there. But we see shape. Body has a shape. A body is the shape or body has the shape? Like I have a bag. So we can say I have a bag. So bag can be separated from me. Then I can say I have a bag. This is called Raho Shira, head of Rahu. I have a bag, so bag I can drop. I can be separated from the bag. A body has a shape, though you can drop the shape and keep the body. I'll tell you what Maya is. This is called Viparya Vritti. In Yoga Sutra, this is called Viparya Vritti is there. And what does it mean? What? Word is there, corresponding object is not there. Arth Shunya Shabd. 5 vritti is there in Yoga Sutra. This is one of the vritti. When I say body shape, so what? Body is different than the shape. You see the body or you see the shape? Well, I see the body shape. No. Body is shape. You see the body. Well, okay, I see the shape. If you see the shape, then can you separate the shape from the body? No, I cannot separate the shape. Then what is the shape? Is shape an independent entity or is the shape dependent entity? Well, shape is dependent entity. Shape is not obtainable entity. Please get this point. This is a subtle point. It sounds easy to hear. Shape is not an obtainable entity. When I touch the person, I touch the 5 element. I don't touch the shape. When I touch the pot. I don't touch the pot. I touch the mud. But Buddhi is saying that I am touching the pot. There is nothing called roundness of the pot. Roundness is an illusion in the mind. There is no weight of the shape, or there is no weight of the roundness of the pot. And this is the Maya, which is not there, but it is perceived as a real thing. When I see a person, I see a shape only. I don't think I am seeing 5 elements. I think I am seeing the person. And actually I am seeing only a 5 element. But I feel I am seeing that person I am seeing. I don't think I am seeing an unreal shape in that. So the shape is not there. Nothing is existing called shape. It is only a substance that exists. But I feel I am seeing the real shape. The shape of this person is there. You see, the Maya aspect is there. It is not there, but it is totally seen as if something is very solidly existing. This is the Maya aspect. So what Maya does, what is not possible, it makes you see that. So there is no possible that body will be sentient. Body should not be sentient. Sentiency means that the Chaitanya has now mixed with the body. Chitchaya ahankar yoraikyam taptaya pindavan matam. Like the iron ball and the fire has mixed, so it has become hot iron ball. So body should not have sentiency, because Atma should not mix with the body. But Atma, remaining Atma, mixes with the body. And not that his Atma has now fizzled out because of mixing with the body. Atma is Atma. Still it has mixed with the body, as if. This is where Maya is active. Similarly in the world also. So world should not have existence. But I feel world has an existence. As if existence has world mixed with name and form. And then we say name and form are existing. How can existence mix with the name and form? Existence is an entity, is a non-name. It does not have a shape. What does not have a shape cannot mix with the one which has a shape. But I say no, the name and form is existing. This is the portion of Maya where something is not. Whole world is an impossibility. Jeev is impossibility. Body is impossibility. Doer is impossibility. Enjoying is impossibility. Death, birth is impossibility. Okay. Karma phal is impossibility. Ignorance is impossibility. All these are not possible. But they are having the full flow of all these things. This is where we have to understand the play of ignorance and Maya. I hope this much is clear. Now I'll show you something which is in the Bhashya for your double confirmation. Got it? There is no possibility. There is no, world should not be there. World should not have been there. How can the world come out? And if the world was there, then it should not be seen as existing. Body should not be there. How can the body remain sentient? How can I be doer when I am not? I am seer, I am the consciousness. How can there be vikar in the consciousness? How can mamta be there? There is no modification in Mai. How can it become Mai? How can I modify today? From today you are mine. How can this I change? Dislike and lies should not be there. All these are all impossibilities. It is all apramanik. But in our life, they alone rule. They not only rule, they rule the world. For us, rebirth is a reality. Sorrow is a reality. Happiness is a reality. Ahankar is a reality. Relations are the reality. See? This is our delusion going on. खूब चिंतन करो. Please meditate on that. Unless you personalize these thoughts, problems of the life won't go. Because problems have no real base behind it. They are all based on ignorance only. When somebody asks, this rag and dvesh we talk about, how to remove it? He said, find out. It is all based on avichar only. Now I will show you what we talked about in few lines, because I want to move ahead. I do not want to go one word by word in the sutra, otherwise I cannot move ahead. I want to take one more sutra. And still the word meaning is remaining here. Let us go fast. Yat punah uktam. Just I want you should get taste of Bhashya. And you should have love for Bhashya. Yat punah uktam. What has been said? Fourth line, where we start. Brahmano api na mukhyam sarvagyatvam upapadyate. Who is saying this? Sankhya is saying that Brahma cannot be the seer. Brahmano api na mukhyam sarvagyatvam upapadyate. Acha? Yes. Why you are saying like that? Nitya jnana kriyatve. Because this is also nitya kriya. Action is there. Sarvagyatvam will become kriya. Swatantra jnana kriyam prati swatantra asambhavat. And because action is not independent, therefore it will become dependent. Atra uchyate. No answer is given. Idam tavat bhavan prashtavyaha. Katham nitya jnana kriyatve sarvagyatva hani. How come this nitya jnana kriyatve? How come the omniscience will be negated? So he is saying, Yasya hi sarva vishaya avabhasana kshamam jnanam nityam asti saha sarvagya iti vipratishitam. Answer is given, which is illuminator of all. Please note, illuminator of all means in the presence of which all is illumined. Yasya, repeat it every time when you go to Bhashya. Please repeat it in your, and loudly. Don't see. Make it a habit to read Bhashya loudly in your room. Yasya hi sarva vishaya avabhasana kshamam jnanam nityam asti sa asarvagya iti vipratishitam. That will be non-omniscient, which is illuminating everything. This is not correct. This is answer given. Anityatve hi jnanasya kadachit jnanati. If you say this omniscience is not right, then sometime it will know, sometime it won't know. Kadachit jnanati, kadachit na janati, iti asarvagyatva visyat. So, na asau jnana nityatve doshavasti. There is no fault that jnana is, in the matter of the nityata of the jnana, there is no defect. Bole why? Jnana nityatve, jnana vishay swatantra vipadesho nopadyati iti chet. He said, if there is a jnana nityatva is there, so in the jnana vishay, swatantrata won't be there because vishay will be there, then jnana is required for that knowledge to exist. For action of knowing, they need an object, and therefore it will be dependent. Swatantra will no. And then he gives the example of sun. Please see, pratataushna prakashe api. Savitari dahati. Savitari dahati means the sun is illuminating. Prakashayati, it is burning. So, Swatantra Vyapadesh Darshanat. But sun is independent. Sun is, when it is burning or it is giving light, sun is independent. Na tu savitu, this na and tu, nanu savituhu dahya prakasha sanyoge sati dahati prakashyati vyapadesha syat. Bole, but the sun and the fire, they come in contact with something, then we say this is a Sankhya saying. Na tu brahmanah prag utpatte jnana karma sanyogo asti vishamo drishtanta. He is saying you are giving a wrong example. The answer is no. This is the Vedanta saying. Asati api karmani. This is asati. Sati saptami asti. Asati api karmani savita prakashate iti kartrutva vyapadesha darshanat. Only there is no action involved. Although there is no action involved in the illuminating of the sun. So the doership is said, but there is no action involved. Although we use such words. Evam asati api jnana karmani brahmana. Evam, it is asati api. Don't be satya satya. Even though there is no jnana karma involved of the brahmana, tadaikshat iti kartrutva vyapadesh uppatte. Like, although there is no action directly, but we are using the word as if, ikshat word is used as if he is acting. Na vaishamyam, it is not visham drishtanta. Visham drishtanta means wrong example you are giving. Okay. So this, you please go through it. I have just given you a small trailer. I want to move forward. I want one class should be only on Bhashya Parayana. Let me see when is it possible. Gita Bhashya, Upanishad Bhashya. Now, Shabda Ikshate word is now over. Ikshate word is being covered now. So what is the conclusion? Sat Shabda Vachyam Brahma Na Pradhanam Ikshate. This is the conclusion. The word Sat is for Brahma and not for Pradhana or Prakriti. Sat Shabda Vachyam Brahma Na Pradhanam Ikshatehe, because of the Iksha. I had told many times that Ikshatehe is fifth case, and you have to write before this what I said. Shabda Sat Shabda Vachyam Na Pradhanam Na Pradhanam. Now, I'm going to the Na word. Ikshater Na Shabdam Na. So write Na. Now Na is connected to both Ikshatehe and Ashabdam. This is called Deep Dehli Nyaya. That on the parapet wall, somebody put a lamp. It was dark. So that road is also illumined and house is also illumined. That is called Deep Dehli Nyaya. So Na will go with Ikshatehe also and Na will go with Ashabdam also. How? Just now I told you that Sat Shabda Vachyam Na Pradhanam Ikshate. So Na is going there. Sat Shabda Vachyam Na Pradhanam. You have to know how to write the sutras and expand the sutras. Otherwise it is very confusing. The sutras, if you don't know how to expand it, you will feel quite confused there. So we have taken the word Na Ikshate. Pradhanam Na Ikshate. Sat Shabda Vachyam Na Pradhanam. Comma Ikshate. So now you are taking there now. Okay. Now how it will go to Ashabdam? Now write Ashabdam. The Ashabdam is in nominative case. We have to convert into ablative case. Now what will you say? Ashabdat. And this is the clue for the second reasoning. So ashabdam means avedikam or shabda pramanaritam. There is no proof in the Upanishad. That means the Sankhya, your statement that Pradhanam is the one which does the Ikshan, there is no proof in the Vedas. Okay. So you are talking something which does not have any of Vedic statement to justify you. And therefore you are talking like a Vedic. Okay. So how will you make the sentence here? Pradhanam na jagat karanam ashabdatvat. Please write it. Pradhanam na jagat karanam. The pradhan or the prakriti is not the cause of the world. And then put comma, ashabdatvat. This will be the expansion of the sutra. Pradhanam na jagat karanam. Earlier it was said, Sat Shabdavacham na pradhanam. Na was taken there. And now it is said, Pradhanam na jagat karanam. And why? Ashabdatvat. So there it is ikshatehe. Because of the ikshan, Sat is not the pradhanam. And now we are saying it is not the cause of the world. Ashabdatvat. Because there is nowhere you find the Vedic statement that pradhanam is the cause of the world. This is how na will be going with ashabdam. So all three words we have saw. So ikshatir na shabdam. Now you have opened it now. Paramanuvat, like Paramanu is not the Jagat Karan, similarly this is not the Jagat Karan. So this is the word analysis. If you don't see each word, you will find how it is opening it. Ikshatir na shabdam. Ab ashabdam has to be converted to shabdatvat, otherwise it doesn't make the sense here. Let us see conclusion now. What is the conclusion? So we saw general analysis, we saw word to word meaning, and now conclusion. Conclusion is, in this particular sutra, Vedanta therefore is talking that Chetan is the cause of the world. Chetan is the cause of the world. And this is the subject matter which was mentioned as Tattu Samanvayat. That Brahman alone is the cause of world. I told you, the expansion of the fourth sutra, if you remember, that the commentary of the fourth sutra is from 5th to 131st sutra. One day I had mentioned that point. So therefore, what you want to say? Tat Brahma, which is Shastra Yoni also. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so in all the sutra now, from 5th to 11th, so what will be mentioned? We'll be mentioning that Sat is Upadan Karan, but that Sat is Chetan. And he is saying that Sat is Jad. This is called Jadvadi Darshan. Jadvadi, understand, no? Jadvadi, materialistic. Well, he is a very materialistic person. Don't misunderstand. If somebody has lot of money, he lives in a very good house, it doesn't make him materialistic. Materialistic means for whom matter is a real and important thing. A beggar also can be materialistic. One who does ritual is not ritualistic. For whom ritual is main thing, then he is a ritualistic. Materialistic person is there. He is a spiritual person. So materialistic person is not the one who has lot of matter. For whom matter is most important, that is materialistic person. Okay. So they are materialistic because for them Prakriti is holding same importance as the Purush. So Ikshan cannot happen by Pradhan, you heard. So Pradhan Ikshatratvam na sambhavati jadatvam. I hope this point is clear now. Nirguna and Saguna. Now I will go to the next sutra. Okay. And there is one granth called Upadesh Sahasri. Upadesh Sahasri is one text is there. I want to take that text. 1,000 shlokas are there. But we can take few important one. 1,000 you will take. Where is the time for taking 1,000 shlokas? In that Upadesh Sahasri, there is one prakaran called Ikshitru Prakaran. Ikshitritva Prakaran. And in that Ikshitritva Prakaran, what is mentioned? Drishta and two Drishta is mentioned. In Brihadaranyaka also it comes. Drashtehe Drishta. Please differentiate between Pramata and Drishta. That is the difference between Sagun and Nirgun. Okay. So this is. So one is changeless perceiver, other is changing perceiver. So this is in this sutra is in short. Now let us see the 6th sutra. So this is 6th sutra is appendix of the 5th sutra. So it is strengthening the 5th sutra. Please repeat. This is page number 111. Gaunaschain na atma shabdad. Again, I will say the whole thing. Gaunaschain na atma shabdad. So, let us now see what is the meaning. Oh, we have done 5 sutras. Very good. So, you have the mantra pushpam with you. Mantra pushpam. So, I will be using that mantra pushpam. You keep it. You have mantra pushpam. Okay. I have. So, let us now see what they say. What they say. It is said now, previous sutra it was said, that Sat is Brahma because of Ikshanam. And Sankhya said that Pradhan also can be the one who is doing the Ikshanam. Okay. So what did Pradhan say? What did Sankhya say? Pradhanam Aikshat. Okay. So Bhashkar asked this question. How do you say Aikshat with Achetan Vastu? How do you say Aikshat? You must be thinking why they are after this. I am repeating it. To remove the reality of matter and jad in our mind. And as long as the world, inert matter is an object, it is a solid thing, you have to keep on studying this. Well, I'll run away. Where will you run away? It is lockdown. You cannot go out. So lockdown means outside person can't come in, inside also can't go out. Yesterday I told the meaning of April. All people are in lockdown. That is April, A-P-R-I-L. So you cannot run away now. Okay. So you had he said, how Pradhanam can be Aikshat? Please tell me. Now what they say, Sankhya say. I just want you should get interested into it. And you should have no phobia about studying this Brahma Sutra. It is interesting. Now Sankhya said, Bole bhai, every word can have 2 ways. One is main meaning, other is implied meaning. Mukhyarth and Gaunarth. Mukhyarth and Gaunarth. Main meaning and implied meaning. Primary meaning and secondary meaning. So once I went to Lions Club. Here there is no Lions Club. I don't hear Lions Club here. Is there? I have not heard, but India Lions Club is quite. I had to give a talk on efficiency. India, a lot of talks are there in the schools, colleges. You won't believe when I go to Jaipur or these places, 5 days, every day talk. So schools, colleges, efficiency, proficiency, from potential to performance. So sometimes 12th class students, sometimes graduate boys, girls are there. So sometimes Lions Club was in Indore. And they used lion before every person. So they said, now I respect Mr. Lion P.G. Gupta to come. So he was the chairperson, I think. A small person. Nowhere lion was seen. And for youngsters and children, they use the word Leo. So the Leo means cub is there. Nowhere they are like cub. So when it is said lion, he is like a lion. So it's a figurative expression. That means he has some qualities of lion. Not that he has 4 legs or he has manes. He may have long hair, but he has more manes, or he hunts every day, or he eats deer by chasing them. Or he lives in the, forest. This is not the meaning. Meaning is called, this is Gaun Arth. Gaun Arth means implied meaning that he is brave. He is majestic. He can live alone. He is having leadership qualities. Lion is a leader. They have a pride. Every lion has a pride. You know that? And one lion has many lionesses in the pride. So in that pride, another lion cannot come. In that particular pride, I don't know whether you know or not. I don't know all these things. I'm not very good in the knowledge of the animals. But when people talk, I educate myself. I said, okay, I also know it like that. So if you see the Discovery Channel, they will say that another lion also fight with each other. They will fight with each other. One lion will fight. So one lion can be only one pride. 2 lions cannot be there in the pride. So when Gaun word is there, Gaun means Gun Samanyam. So lion also has the strength, and this boy also has the strength. So he like that. Now he is the pillar of the organization. Doesn't mean pillar of the organization means that he stands all the time. Or, he's also round. Or he is also having brick and mortar, or this is not the meaning. Or he has iron bar in him. So this is not the meaning. Pillar means that he is the one who sustains the organization. This is a figurative expression. Sankhya is saying, still Vedanta is not. Sankhya. Sankhya says, similarly, Ikshanam is possible for the Pradhan. Ikshan, it's a Gaun Ikshan. Figurative expression of Ikshan is Pradhan is there. Acha. Figurative you are saying, yes. But tell me, Vedanta is asking the question. Whatever is figurative, there must be something common, then you can say figurative. What is the commonness between the Iksha, between the Mukh and the Gaun? What is the commonness between the main Ikshan and this Ikshan? Only I'm telling you, what is the commonness? Why you are in a hurry? Okay. Because commonness is, because only Chetan Vastu uses visualization. Anything systematically comes up, that means something has been well thought of. Well thought of. Now from the Chetan, from the Pradhan comes Mahat. From Mahat comes Ahankar. From Ahankar comes mind, the 10 sense organ, and the 5 subtle organ. They are all coming very systematically. So the Pradhan takes from Pradhan the world, comes very systematically, as if there has been very well thought of things. Because there is a very systematic coming of the world from the Pradhan. Systematic, understand, no? What? Huh? Systematic means that in a proper cause and effect is there. There is no chaos. There is no chaos. World is a very systematic presentation. Like the baby in the womb is there. Tell me what first comes? Baby in the womb, what first comes? Huh? Well, I'm a doctor or what? I'm not a gynecologist, then I'll know that what first comes. Huh? I think face first comes. You can make it out. No? I think face comes. So the ultrasound is there. You can see in the ultrasound. Here it is allowed ultrasound. In India it is banned. Because they don't want girls to be killed, aborted. Because the girls were aborted in Rajasthan. Therefore they banned it. You can be imprisoned if you do ultrasound. If you do ultrasound, not for killing the girl, that is much danger. Doctor can be imprisoned. So I asked the doctor, I said, but you do ultrasound to see only, but we know, but we can't tell that. Okay. So very systematically things have come out. So nature is working very systematically. The sequence one after another at a different time. Season is there. First summer will be there, then rains will be there. Then there will be another season, then winter will be there, whatever is there. So everything is happening not in a chaotic manner. World is not a chaos. It's a very synchronous organization is there. Prakriti is working in very synchrony. Wherever there is a river, there is a mountain. Why? Who will hold the water of the river? The gush of the water is being held by the two sides of the mountain. The whole city will be wiped off. Then sand is there. Because if it is not there, the whole water will sink down. Therefore sand is there to hold it. So everything is very intelligently as if mentioned. And who has created all these things? Prakriti. So as if Prakriti visualized before us, they are using this point. Because there is systematic and sequential presentation of the world. Okay. So this world is very, very systematic. So if you go to Kailash, so there yak is there, yak. Yak you may not have seen. You've seen yak, the real one. Those who have not gone to Kailash won't see that. But yak cannot survive in the temperature more than 10 degrees. So yak is meant for very cold weather. And those animals have a lot of fur in them because to protect from cold. Yak, it can take a lot of weight. So if you go to dogs in those places, the dogs are very fat and furry dogs are there. With lot of furs are there. Lot of hairs the dogs have. Because you cannot survive unless you maintain warmth in that season is there. Similarly, polar bears are there. Polar bears. So that polar bears have automatically inbuilt jacket is there. Okay. The camel is there. Camel is in the desert. So camel has the capacity for retaining lot of water inside it. 40 days it can live without water. Camel. Because it has a bag inside, the stomach is there. So it is very intelligent, is there. We cannot live with a few hours also without bag is not there inside. Bag. Also, stomach appears like a bag, but there is no bag. So there is another water bottle we have to keep outside. Is there? Everything is very systematically, very nicely thought of. Acha, yes. Everything what I feel, and therefore these people said, Sankhya said, when you see the world, how it has been made, as if it has been very well thought of. So Ikshan word is as if Pradhan has thought well. And therefore Tadakshat means Pradhanam Akshat. But Pradhanam Gaun Ikshanam Kritvat. It is not a main Ikshan because it is Achit. So as if it has done a thinking, as if it has done a thinking. Not really it has thought of. Because really it will not think because it is Achit then. Who got this point? Sixth Sutra, how the Sixth Sutra is coming up. Okay. Everything is here as if very well thought of, very well conceived of, very well, designed. This body itself is a big design. How the food goes inside your stomach. And how the large intestines are there, the small intestines are there. It stays there. Then there is acid there in the stomach. That acid digests the food. Therefore, don't drink water between eating. Because if you drink water during your eating, it disturbs the digestion. As if you are putting water on the fire. Gub, 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 you starting drinking water moment you feel. So give half an hour gap. Then then that acid is there. Then the walls are there. They have pores in the walls of the stomach. So whatever food you have taken, it goes on that different pores slowly. Then if you have lot of ghee and lot of oil, then it will increase your cholesterol because it is percolating through the pores of that wall to the various cells of the body. Oh, yes. We eat and after that matter is not over, it continues. It continues for a long time. Digestion process is very long. If you have eaten this rice and lot of things and greasy things, it will take 6-7 hours to digest only. Minimum 7 hours, 6 hours it will take to. Therefore, we don't feel hungry for 6-7 hours. But I'm not hungry. You just ate. How will you be hungry? You already ate. There is a very, and whatever is required, then it goes there. Then supposing pesticide is there. Pesticides are there or some things are there, then that is called toxins are there. So toxin is thrown out. So body sees that toxin doesn't go in the blood, etc. Toxins are there, you develop toxins. And by the time it is working, we put another serving. One work is not over, another work is given. I already have a lot of work. I'm still not completing. Another work has come now for the stomach. And I know he is doing both work. Then another work has been given. This is how the body is disturbed. Got my point? So you are constantly giving work to the body. And you are only using the body for digesting, not for healing. So healing time I'm not giving to the body. Therefore they propose the intermittent fasting and all these things are there. Healing time you are giving. Okay. So you eat, after that body is trying to. And if healing time is given, so the stomach is little empty now. Now the work will be done. The stomach goes to all other parts of the body and sees where repairing is required. where some cells are damaged, so it tries to heal. So Sang said, such an intelligent creation is there. Do you think as if the Prakriti has visualized? This is called Gaun Arth. Secondary meaning. Figuratively, it has been said that the Prakriti has visualized. So how will you conclude? Sach Shabd Vachyam Pradhanam Gaun Ikshanatvat. Sach Shabd Vachyam Pradhanam, comma. Gaun Ikshanatvat. As if he is doing that. As if Pradhan has been doing that. Achha? Yes. As if. Gaun means as if. Figurative expression is there. Okay. Bole, how can you give such a statement? Bole, I can give you, I have a Shruti support is there. Shruti support is there, yes. Tell me what is there. Will you open Chandogya Upanishad you are giving? I also can quote Chandogya. I also know it. Okay. So please open Chandogya Upanishad. Sixth chapter. This is second khand. You don't have or what? Huh? Tomorrow you bring. Sixth chapter, second khand. Third mantra. Tadaikshata bahusyam prajayet. Tat tejo asrijat. And then written Tat teja aikshat. Please underline that. Bila? After the third month, second mantra, tad aikshata bahusyam prajayeti. After that, tat tejo asrijat. Tat teja aikshat. That created the tej. नहीं मिला? अरे sixth chapter you open. So another khand you are saying. They are opening another chapter. Chandogya they got it. Sometimes this is another month we are searching same date. This like that. In July we are searching 17th should be Sunday. He's old. We forgot April. We are seeing. Got it now? Now you see. Tadaikshata tat tej aikshata. Tat bahusyam tad apaha astrajata. So Akash is not mentioned in Chandogya, Akash and Vayu. Tat teja astrajata, tat apaha astrajata. So Upanishad does not say Brahm does not create Jalam. Rather, Agni created Jalam. See what is written here. Tat tejaha tad apaha asrajat. Tat teja aikshat. क्या लिखा है? तद ऐक्षत बहुश्याम प्रजायेति. tat tejo asrajat. It created the tej. Tej means Agni. Tat teja aikshat. Underline that. This tej thought now. Tej means fire. Fire thought. Bahusyam prajayeti. Tad apaha asrajata. Here tat is for tej. This Agni created water. Wow. Agni created water. And who visualized? Agni visualized. Because tat teja aikshat. Before creating water. So tat tej aikshat. So Agni visualized and it created water. No, what Sankhya says, see how they got their point. He said Agni is Chetan or Achetan. Only Achetan. So Upanishad says that Achetan visualized before creating Jalam. Now you know Agni is Jadam and therefore it cannot visualize Jad. only way to say that Agni visualized is the figurative visualization. So Agni Vishay Gaunam Ikshanam. Why? Because Agnehe Acetanatvat. Because Agni is Achet. Oh. And now water will visualize for creating what? Earth. How can water visualize now? As these two visualizations are figurative, therefore the Sat visualization is also, Pradhan is also figurative. See, they are all well read. Bhashakar says, no. Or I say, I knew you will say no to it. Why? We will see tomorrow. Time is over. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.